Battle of the Badass Chicks with Telekinesis.
Badass bitch checking in.
I halfway check in.
Oh my god, it's so new. It's so new. I check in.
Okay, I misspoke. Battle of the Badass Chick Kids with Telekinesis.
Badass kid with pyrokinesis checking in.
No, you misunderstood. I said telekinesis. You have pyrokinesis. You are not the same. Nah. I'm talking about this dumbass debate that's been going on for far too long. 11 versus Matilda. Who would win? Well, I made a fucking checklist as to who I think would win and the skill sets you would need to possess. Number 1, op difficulty. How hard is it for you to defeat your ops? Number 2, number of ops you've defeated. Number 3, heaviest lift. Number 4, how did you defeat your ops? Number 5, battle IQ. Number 6, do you have a special skill? Something you can do that the other person can't do? What's that? Number 7, your propensity for violence. And this, even though it's last, is probably the most important on the goddamn list. How willing are you to harm somebody for your own survival, like actually hurt them?
We'll start off the rip with Matilda, right? Let's do her first. So, op difficulty. Now, we got our ops right here. And I gotta say, not 100% impressed with the ops. So, your ops are your family, a bumbling pair of FBI fucking agents that, between the two of them, couldn't track a fart, and a fucking principal. Those are your ops. That's, wow. Okay, let's check out their difficulty, right? So you got a principal who's fucking pulling hair and tossing kids when she's pissed off, overfeeding, force-feeding and overfeeding fucking students, and, grabbing people and locking them in a closet that's got nails in it, aka the chokey. Cool story. Then you got your family, right? 3 members of your family who's supposed to be your ops. Oh, what difficulty? I mean, they sleuthful, rude, they rude as hell, and they abandoned the fuck out of you, for most of your goddamn life and just sort of like neglected the shit out of you, left you to your own devices. Even as a goddamn baby, I mean, the shit they did on the way bringing you home from the hospital is criminal. But op level, op-wise, they really amount to a wet fucking fart in the wind. It's nothing. It's really giving nothing. For a family that's supposed to be all kinds of fucked up, like they ain't even put paws on you, girl. So, I mean, your family, they don't offer much in the op range. And then you got these 2 fumbling fucking FBI agents who are so easily fucking vanquished. All you had to do was just fucking move a box side to side, and these fucking idiots were done for. So, your op difficulty is looking a little weak. You got 6 ops at best. Your 3 family members, 2 FBI agents, and your principal. And so far, the hardest op you got is a fucking principal. Okay? Let's check out 11. Now, woo! Motherfucker, your ops, you got a list. You got a whole fucking list here. You also got a government agency, I forget what the fuck they like calling themselves, whatever, but, Dr. Brenner leading these motherfuckers. Basically a fake-ass CIA fucking government agent. Then you got a fucking Demogorgon, Mind Flare, them fucking other super-powered kids, Vecna, and a Demodog. Like, most of us ain't even heard of these Dema fucking creatures until this goddamn show, but that's some crazy shit. Now, how difficult? Because we here for the op difficulty. Okay, so, government agents. They out here scrambling goddamn brains and kidnapping kids. Freaking shooting down and unaliving anybody who actually dares to freaking help you. Demogorgon. This motherfucker is out here kidnapping people into the freaking upside down, which is basically a whole nother dimension, and then unaliving them in that other dimension. So you got two of your op groups that are unaliving people. You got them goddamn superpowered kids who was out here bullying and scrambling you, and it took 4 of them. It took 4 superpowered kids to bully you and you know what I'm saying, fold you and hand you an L. Then you got Vecna, who is freaking mind controlling the crap out of people and like crumpling their bodies like it's, some kind of sick-ass game of Twister. And then you got the Mind Flare and the Demodogs. Demodogs being controlled by the Mind Flare, and they just out here just wrecking the goddamn town. It's a whole goddamn mess. So your ops, not a joke. I think the op category, definitely 11 got the edge. Number of ops defeated. Now, Matilda, you got like 6 of them shits. So, your 3 family members, nah, you didn't actually defeat them mofos. The 2 bumbling FBI agents, nope, you didn't defeat them. We'll discuss all of this later. No, you didn't defeat them. And your principal, sure, you defeated that. So, you got 1 out of 6. 11. Okay, let's go through this list real quick, man. Your government agents, you're never really fully gonna defeat a government agency. But, because for every one you knock down, like 3 more gonna pop back up in their place. But this group right here who presented a problem to you, thoroughly defeated. Demogorgon, defeated. Mind Flare, defeated, along with his Demodog. Superpowered kids, defeated. Vecna, sorta. We can't really call that defeated, not just yet, But for all intents and purposes, you took a dub. Heaviest lifts. So, Matilda is what, like 5?
6.5.
Fine, 6.5, we'll call it 7, just to give her that little leg up. And in this scene, we can see her lifting multiple objects, and this scene is gassed so hard throughout every debate about Matilda verse 11. Oh, she's controlling multiple things at the same time, she's not tired, and she's got them all in the air, whipping it at the same point in time, whatever, blah. But let's actually analyze this shit. So, the average weight of a deck of fucking playing cards, that's the whole deck together, is 3.3 to 3.4 ounces. Ooh, that's a crazy fucking lift right there, Matilda. Like, you're really doing it. Also, she has some poker chips up in the air. Now, let's take a little look. Average poker chips, 8.5 to 10 grams. Wow, Matilda, don't overdo it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't overexert yourself. Also, not in this goddamn thing, but, you know, also, she throws a baby carrot at her brother, so that's a lift. Average weight for a goddamn carrot, right? Baby carrot, you're looking at 15 grams or 0.53 ounces. Crazy lift, crazy lift. In the scene where she's, you know, battling the fucking Trunchbull, she throws a whole bunch of fucking erasers at her, you know, chalkboard erasers. And as you can see here, the average weight of a chalkboard eraser is 1.6 ounces. Crazy. Let's say she threw like 6 at one time. Insane. You're looking at an upwards of almost half a pound. That's insane. But now she does actually lift some mass when she lifts the little boy who got thrown through the window, right? So, at that point, she's lifting a 7-year-old boy.
6.5.
For 7-year-old boys, between 40 to 72 pounds. So, she's actually getting up some goddamn numbers at that point. 72 pounds, nothing to sneeze at, that's a pretty good lift. You're doing that with your mind, that's solid. On 11's side, been plenty of things that have been lifted, and we could go through and break down the different weights of all those different things. At some point, she was lifting herself, which, you know, there's that. But the heaviest thing we've seen abilities on would happen to be this Hawkins van. Now, if you do a little research, do a little digging, you'll find out that that is actually a 1981 Chevy van, right? And it's listed at 2,994 kilograms. Simple conversion, kilograms to pounds, would let you know that that is actually 6,600.64 pounds. So, gotta give heaviest lift also to 11. Exactly. Like we're not lifting carrots and poker chips over here, we're lifting actual things. And while some of you will probably say, well, Matilda caught that kid mid-air, so it's not just 72 pounds, it's 72 pounds, plus the rate of speed in which it's traveling, which makes it, you know, that much more of a feat. Okay, now apply that same math to this fucking van, which is clearly traveling towards them at least 45 to 50 miles per hour, while also weighing 6,600.64 fucking pounds. So still, heaviest lift goes to 11. Unsurprisingly, very unsurprisingly. You got 6 ops, you got your family, them 3 rude, neglectful, slothful, just fucking disgusting individuals who you so happen to be born into the family of. How did you defeat them? Oh, you didn't. You just pulled yourself out of the mix by getting yourself adopted. It's clever. I'm not even knocking that. In similar situation, I think most kids would probably want to get out of that situation the best way they could, and that's what you did. It's a moral victory, you know what I'm saying? You freed yourself, you emancipated yourself from the bullshit. However, it's not defeating your ops. So, your 3 family members, not defeated. The FBI, same situation. You pulled yourself out of your family, therefore you no longer on the FBI's radar. Also, not knocking that as well. You did nothing wrong. No reason for the FBI to be hunting you down. You pulled yourself out of it the same way you pulled yourself out of the first one. Same move, getting yourself adopted. You're no longer on the radar. However, that does mean FBI, not defeated. Now, Trunchbull. Let's take a minute to examine how you defeated this mofo. Okay, so, you threw erasers at her, and then while she was down on the floor, you and some of your fellow classmates grabbed food and you just heaved ho. Heave ho, heave ho. Let's just take that lunch, fuck a lunch. We gonna use lunch on her goddamn face. And that's kind of been a theme for you throughout your movie as well. Is, you know what I'm saying, when in doubt, you have a tendency of flinging some cuisine around the scene. Like at the restaurant, you know what I'm saying? You was pissed off at your parents, your daddy for being a crook, fling around some food, you sit there and enjoy your food while everybody else is covered. You get into a little squabble with your brother, you know what I'm saying? He throws a carrot, you throw it right back. So, I guess it's a learned behavior, a learned pattern, but throwing food is, I guess, how you defeated Trunchbull. Like, I mean, she wasn't really that much to deal with in the first place, because, I mean, what was she doing? She was pulling hair, throwing kids, force-feeding kids, and locking people in closets. Like, I mean, it didn't really take much to defeat her, because she wasn't much to begin with. 11, manner in which you defeated your ops. Government agents, whenever they came toe-to-toe with you, government agents went down, clip, clap, and that's all we gonna say. Unalived is unalived. Demogorgon. That motherfucker showed up and thought he was wrecking some shit, and he was going, you know what I'm saying, show y'all what was what and what was up, and what happened. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know, a goddamn MCU dusting if I ever seen one, without a gauntlet, without a goddamn stone. She said, no, 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 to the nether realms with you, pimpin'. How did you defeat the Mind Flare and the Demodogs? Closing a whole ass goddamn portal. A portal ripped First of all, by you, but still, this big-ass portal has all these strange-ass things coming through and controlling things and fucking up a whole city, and she was able to use her goddamn abilities to literally seal a rift between the space-time continuum. Damn. That's actually getting your bars up. That's doing some shit. And in doing so, you defeated Mind Flare and the Demodogs. So, there's that. Now, we're not gonna show the defeat of the kids. The badass kids who wanted to freaking, throw hands with a little kid because, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this video to get pulled, blocked, any of the rest of it. But suffice to say that, you know what I'm saying? 11 stood toe-to-toe with the leader of them, bullied that mofo right back, to the point that he had, then come back and bully her, and then all them kids got folded by the number one, black number one. So, I mean, that's defeat right there. She defeated them goddamn kids. Now, Vecna, on the other hand, we also not gonna show that because that's not finished and defeated. I mean, she did shove him through space and time into an upside down, and I guess that's sort of a defeat, but he's still up on his feet, so we gotta see how that shakes out in the end. Can't call that one way or the other because he's not thoroughly defeated. So, pretty much of all your ops, you defeated everybody except one. That being said, I'm going ahead and give battle IQ to 11 because, I mean, she actually been in some squabbles. Matilda, what did you do? You had one battle, and that was against the Trunchbull, and at which point in time, you just threw snacks. That's not going to work in a real-world battle-type situation. So, how about special skill? Matilda, what you got?
13 times 379.
4,927.
Oh, you can add large numbers in your head.
So can a calculator.
11, what's your special skill? Oh, that's right. You can communicate with somebody telepathically and also view their memories and emotions and locate them just with your mind. Oh, that's cool as fuck. Pretty sure that comes in handy. If all else fails, because I know there's going to be somebody in the comment section on some deny type bullshit. No, all Matilda would have to do is just wait for 11 to get tired, because she be getting nosebleeds and she get tired after she lifts so much. So all Matilda would really have to do is just wait, hide it out, and then Matilda could just go to work, because Matilda, she got precision. She has precision with lightweight, super lightweight objects. A deck of cards, poker chips, carrots, or 72-pound kid. Cool story. So Matilda might be able to lift 70 pounds, and she's not fatigued by that. How's her propensity for violence? Because I'm pretty sure if Trunchbull had her running scared, and her daddy had her running scared, and, shit like that had her shook and taken off and hauling ass, then I'm pretty sure when a super-powered individual who can pick up a fucking van and rip a hole in space-time continuum comes at her, it would be in her best fucking interest to run. Or to get fucking slammed up against a goddamn wall and fucking dusted like the goddamn Demogorgon. Let's not play games here. There's no way, there's no world in which Matilda is picking up a W here. It's nothing but an L. But let's say 11 did, get a little tired. She overexerted herself and she's tired. And Matilda is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up some, fucking cards and throw cards and poker chips and carrots at you. And maybe even a couple of chalky racers. There's also the propensity for violence. And, you know what I'm saying? Elle gonna do what she do. She's been known, get her hands dirty if her powers don't come through for her, so. Side note, I will give Matilda this, though. I think we can all be perfectly honest and say she definitely takes the dub on breakfast choices.
I think we all like fluffy discs of cake with syrup on top.
Rather than some fucking frozen in a box wannabe fucking waffle. Like, clearly, homemade pancakes are the way to go. That's just what it is. I'm sorry, Elle, you're taking an L right there.